Have you ever really liked a girl and you didn't know if she liked you back, only to find out years later that she was crushing on you as well, and you never knew the signs, so you fucking blew it? Yeah, so today I'm gonna help you with that. I'm gonna give you the signs so that you know when a girl's really attracted to you, so you don't blow it again. I'm Tony D from AbsoluteAbility.com. I'm a dating coach with over 10 years of experience. I've been all around the world helping men with their problems, and now I'm going to help you solve your problem of not knowing when a girl is into you. So I'm going to give you some intellectual, emotional signals, and I'm going to give you some very obvious verbal signals, and I'm going to give you some physical signals. So one of those I'm going to start with is if you are, say, at a party or a bar and there is a girl standing beside you, and you move over to the right and you notice she's still standing beside you, we call this proximity. Women, when they're into a guy at a bar or a party, will tend to follow them around like lost puppies. And they're really stealthy. Most of the time you won't know they're there until you become aware of your surroundings a little bit. So the next time you're out at a party, and if you want to know if there's a girl that's into you, just stop and take a look around. And a funny thing about when girls do this is they won't follow you around for very long. They'll give you maybe a few seconds. They'll come into your vicinity, stand there. They won't look at you because they don't want to seem like too needy. They might give you a little glance or something, and you're supposed to know that that girl wants you to talk to her. But that's a really surefire sign that she's into you, as subtle as it is. Okay, another sign is she will play with her hair. This is a classic unconscious signal of attraction. So if you're talking to a girl and she thinks that you're cute or funny or interesting, she might start stroking her hair, twirling it around her fingers, and running her hair behind her ears. And these are all unconscious behaviors. And you know, the theory is what she's doing is she's preening herself like a cat or a bird might, right? So that's what she's doing. If you see those signs, there's a good chance that she's into you. All right, so the next sign is that she asks you a lot of questions. You know how you don't know what to say to women, so you end up asking them a long series of boring questions like, what do you do? Oh, that's interesting. Where are you from? Oh, cool. Well, women, when they start doing that to you, you might not even recognize that they're actually into you. So when a girl, if she's intimidated by a guy and she doesn't know what to say, she'll ask a long series of boring questions, just like guys do. But, you know, I've always noticed in my life, when a girl goes, what's your name? To me, that's a big green light. It means, she's interested in me. You know, maybe she's interested in something that I know. It might not be sexually, but she's interested in getting to know me a little bit better. So if she's asking you where you're from, what you've been up to, where you've traveled, what your name is, how old you are, what your favorite food or color is, or what size underwear you're wearing at the moment and what brand it is, anything like that, it's a good sign that she's into you. Yeah, not a very obvious one, but it is a sign. What's the next sign? And another sign is she will touch you. A woman, when she's into you, she will go out of her way to touch you. She'll put her hands on your biceps, she'll touch your chest, she'll touch your hands, she'll bump into you, she might, you know, hip check you a little bit. But that's a really obvious sign because women, they know that if they go around touching men's shoulders and biceps, that a lot of men, they're gonna, especially if she's beautiful, they're gonna get a bit too, it's a bit too much of a green light for most guys. So if she's touching you in any way physically, it's a good sign that she's really into you. And a really good sign is if she laughs at everything you say, even if it's not funny, and especially if it's not funny. So you might be like, yeah, I went to the store today and I bought some Coca-Cola. She's, you're so funny, right? Women, what they'll do is, because they're turned on, because they're attracted to you, they will just start giggling. You know, they'll giggle at the things you say, even though it's not funny. And it's something that doesn't change for little girls to women. They all love to giggle when they're attracted to a guy. It's just part of their programming or something. It's part of their wiring. Men, we don't tend to giggle too much at the things women say. We'll laugh at the things we say. So we'll say, oh, you know what? I tripped today. Ha 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 ha. and it's not funny at all, right? But a woman, if she's into you, she will laugh at all of the boring things you say. So then you know she's into you if she's laughing at your dumb jokes, etc. Compliments are another sign that she's really into you. She might compliment you on your fashion, or she might say, "You're a really funny guy," or, "Wow, that's so interesting, Tony. You know, you're one of the most interesting men in the whole world." She might make you feel like you're the most interesting guy in the whole world. But a woman, when she's into you, she'll generally start to become interested in the things that you're into, and she'll take special care to really listen to you when you're talking. Even if you're talking about feeding your cat, she'll want to know what's your cat's name. That's so cool that you're into cats, right? Maybe you like to ride your bicycle. She'll want to know where you got your bicycle, what kind of bicycle it is. And she'll say, "You must be a really amazing bike rider. I saw you ride your bike here, and you were so talented on your bicycle. You're so good at feeding your cat." So not only will she be interested in the things that you're interested in, but she'll also compliment you and make you, she'll pump up your ego and make you feel like you're a really important and special guy. If she's really into you, she's going to hold eye contact. She's going to laser onto your eyes and follow you around. We have what we call the deer in the headlights effect, or the anime eyes effect. So when she looks at you, there will almost be a sparkle in her eyes, and she might even look a little bit afraid of you. But really, that's another sign of attraction. It's when her eyes get really big and she just locks onto you, and no matter where you go, she looks at you like this. Yep. Oh, really into looking at your face and looking at your eyes. So eye contact, that's a really strong sign that she's actually into you. And this is the biggest sign that a girl's into you. They're all into you. Okay, you have to assume that you are so awesome, so amazingly handsome, charming, funny, interesting, brave, confident, that there's no chance that any woman wouldn't be into you, right? So I'm not saying to walk around like like you're President Trump or something, but you know, it doesn't hurt to have a bit of swagger, to be a little bit sure of yourself, and just assume the sale. It's an old sales technique. Assume you are an awesome guy, and there's no reason why anybody wouldn't find you attractive until you prove them otherwise, right? So that's why we're learning about social dynamics. That's why we're learning how to be more attractive and charming, is so that we don't make as many mistakes to ruin our base level of attraction, which is always like a 10 out of 10. Okay, guys? So I hope that helps you out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe. Until next time, I'm Tony.